we're gonna go ahead and get started with the campaign. Then, to recap, last time we left off, the party, being joined by Fenwin and Ren, were heading to the town of Rusty Point. During the last night of travel, Okora was brought into Valerian's realm where he discovered that Valerian had acquired a black onyx that seemed to represent the fragment of the Shadowfell that was possessing him. Valerian stated that he could absorb the power but wouldn't have an idea on what exactly would happen. With Akora's permission, he absorbed the power, and with intense pain shooting throughout his body and Akora's body, they both gained a new ability to boost hit their offense's capability. At the same time, Ren, during her sleep, she was brought into the void where she encountered a door that was locked up by four chains. The giant door seemed to crack open, and a voice was heard from beyond the door and could be heard calling for help in multiple different language. However, with Ren's pausing to the voice, not really sure what to make of it, the voice became aggressive, and then the Raven Queen herself appeared and sent the door away. The matron proceeded to show Ren a town that looked like it was filled with aggression that seemed to cause people to unleash violence. She was she gave the name of the town, being Jernima, before returning Ren to the waking world. Afterwards, the party had finally returned back to town, where they found the lucky rabbit was on fire, and the two tiefling owners appeared to have been hung while also on fire and branded. It looks like after assisting in putting out the fire, the party was escorted by some paladins of the temple and escorted to the temple. There, they were informed that Minta, one of the deceased members, had been given to her grandfather, who took her back to the elven homeland. They also were able to successfully revive their fallen member, Maze. Sid stated that he was going to stay at the temple to help out, and Chandel said that she was going to head back home. With the departure of Sid and Chandel, the rest of the party went shopping to buy some supplies and new clothes for Maze. After that, they spotted the creator of the dragon weapons that are being wielded by many of the party members and beckoned the party to join him. And with the party going down an alleyway with the creator, a tense standoff between the creator and Abel over handing over the bow, the golden bow, for Aladar, ended with Abel reluctantly handing over the bow. The creator, upon receiving the bow, explained that since the test was fulfilled, he was going to give the party a reward for their task. He sprayed some strange powder that blew out and was absorbed by Akora's shield, Maze's ring, and Lari's orb, which caused all three to experience extreme pain that knocked them out. And with that, we're going to go ahead and resume. So, Abel, Fenwin, and Ren. Currently, y'all see y'all's three party members get yell out in extreme pain and seem to convulse before knocking out.
The Sopranos. It's like the Sopranos,
What
but
will y'all
they,
do?
instead of being in the mafia, they just make the soup.
I walk over to them and like kind of peer around them, see if they're hurt in any way. Like I tap their. Let me see. I reach out to Laria, kind of shake her shoulder a little bit, see if she wakes up.
Okay, so you're just checking to see if, if they're healthy, or what exactly are you checking?
Just to see if they're gonna wake up if they shake them.
Okay, I'll say. Go ahead, April.
I was just gonna say very quickly to Finwin, Abel will kind of turn to her and be like, "I would not stand so close to Laurie in this state."
That is right. Fair.
Someone's typing out her response in the chat.
No, totally not. She's still getting
Oh wait,
ready.
was it? Dang it!
I think
You may have
Tiffany-
Was
gotten
he
them mixed up.
talking then?
It was
Yeah.
Ren
So-
who went to Laurie.
I surely did.
It's okay.
I see. Okay, so this is. I see Finwin's circle thing, and it looks green all the time to me. So it looks like
Oh.
she's talking. So that's my bad.
Okay.
So
after
that
you
was
did it
my
to me,
bad.
like I
But yeah,
read, then I back up.
so I will tell that.
Okay. No.
Yeah, that is totally my bad. So yeah.
No.
It's okay, yeah.
No.
Echoes.
So after he says that to me, I back up.
Okay. Echoes, welcome.
Welcome.
I just gave the recap and we just resumed, so haven't missed much. And currently, Maze, Laurie, and Akar are currently both knocked out due to extreme pain that they seem to have suffered through. So, Ren, as you come close to Laurie, but was stopped by Abel, you said you giving her space.
And I guess I'll just say to L'Oreal, kind of like not so like quiet, but kind of like out loud. Well, and first of all, Sam, is the creator of the dragon item still around, like in viewing?
Yeah, he's still he's still in front of the group, just watching all this as the drakes that are on the wall and the young red dragon that's staring down at you.
Yeah. Um. Okay, well, I'm just gonna turn to him then and say, "You got what you came here for. Why don't you leave?"
You see the creator kind of turns his attention to you, Abel, and kind of shrugs his shoulder and nods and goes, "Very well. I did get what I'm coming for." Oh, that's
I
an
was
echo.
going to say Akora wakes up out of a dead sleep and says, "Stop being rude to people."
Nope,
No,
still
I'm
knocked out.
I know.
You and the creator nods his head and goes, "I did get what I came here for. And I do hope the three of them survives. And if they do, I hope the next owner is a lot stronger. Oh, but word of advice, Abel. If you're gonna be as stubborn as you are, you might want to consider not just your life, but your friends. Oh, and one last thing." And you see he kind of reaches down, grabs a rock from the ground, and looks at the young red dragon, and in full force chunks the rock, and you see the rock seems to go through the dragon, and the dragon seems to dissipate. And you see the creator kind of looks over at you, and you can't see his eyes or his face, but you can just tell, you can just feel like a big grin is underneath the mask, and you hear him go, "Don't believe everything you see." And you see
I did not.
you see with a snap of his fingers, he goes invisible.
I had a feeling he was tricking us the whole time. L'Oreal, you know what he just did to our comrades.
You hear nothing for a good moment, enough of a moment for you to take notice of it, and then you hear the familiar feminine voice come in and go, "Yes, Abel. If I understand the process correctly, he is giving them a forced blessing with their respective dragons. It is a painful process, but they they should be able to handle it.
And should we wish to stop it, is it possible?
Okay, duly noted, Finland. I will go ahead and have you roll a medicine check, which I'll roll for you, if that's okay, Finwin. To answer your question, Abel. Um, L'Oreal's response goes, there is a possibility, but that would require us to go in their respective realms, and we haven't reached that stage yet where we can do that.
Fine. Then what must we do in the meantime?
Okay, I think I got it.
There we go, Echoes. Abel, you hear L'Oreal's voice and goes, for now, just simply make them comfortable and let them go through this process on their own. But I do not know how long this process will take.
Thank you, L'Oreal.
I am at your service, Abel.
I assume like none of this was like audible to Ren and Finland, right?
Nope, they didn't hear that.
Okay, I'll just relay all of that to them.
Okay. Finwin, you rolled a 19. So based off of that, as you're going on closer and you're checking on the three newly acquired companions that kind of just passed out due to extreme pain, you don't see anything like an ailment or injury per se. You see their body is very, very tense, like it's locked up. And you're also starting to notice that some of them seems to, on their skin, seems to be growing some scales. You take notice that on Laurie's hand that's gripping the orb, you see that kind of for the first time you take notice of it, that her whole entire hand that's gripping the orb seems to be it seems to have like a very thick carapace, like an insect, and long, sharp claws and like green skin. Like it looks like an insect hand. And you also start to notice that the green skin seems to be going up her hand, like going up her arm, and you see more what looks to be insect-like carapaces are covering her arm. And on Maze, you see that on her whole entire neck seems to be growing scales as well. But at the same time, they seem to be going back in, like they're appearing and disappearing into Maze's skin. And on Akor, it's a bit tougher to notice due to his fur, but you're also taking notice of what looks to be black and orange scales seemingly going up his arm before disappearing as well. And I'm just going to assume that Finwin points this out, so Abel and Ren, you do take notice of the changes that are going on with your three passed out companions.
I suppose you are both looking for more explanation now.
I am. I'm very confused what's happening right now. Has this happened before to them?
Not this, but similar situations before.
She looks down to like the scales that Penguin hopefully pointed out and says, "Strange."
That person that you just saw was the creator of the items that they are wielding that is doing this to them. Such as the crown on my head, the ring on Maze's finger, Cora's shield, Laurie's orb, though you probably saw them already.
I nod.
We do not know much about them, but we do know that in order to do what we must do, some of this may be necessary. As it is, though I wish we did not have to come this far.
Should we wait for them to wake up, or should we move them back to their camp? Like, what should we do?
I am torn on this,
Mm.
uncertain. All I can do, as L'Oreal said, is to make them comfortable, and so I will try to do that.
Perhaps
And
we should wait here then until they wake up.
yes, I will be sure to guard them with my life.
Okay. So y'all are just gonna wait there until they wake up in the alleyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll just kind of like take some things out my bag, like I'll take a bedroll out, stuff it up under like a Cora's head since he's probably got the biggest head. No shade, no shade at all. And
I
then
am the
like
biggest member of the party now.
yeah, and then I'll just like take out some clothes and put that up under like Laurie and Maze's heads and kind of like make sure that they're like a little bit more comfortable, I guess.
Okay.
I would help with that too. Make them comfortable.
All right. And as y'all help the three passed out members get settled and try to get them as comfortable as possible, and y'all begin to wait and keep watch to look around. Akora. One moment you saw this weird powder that seems to float over and get sucked up into your shield. The next moment, extreme pain, and then immediately after that, just darkness. And you find yourself opening your eyes, and you're once again back in Valerian's realm, and you hear a mighty roar echoes through the forest. And as you're looking around in this once orange, vibrant color forest, you notice that now it's not just orange. You see that it seems to be a mixture of black and orange leaves that seem to be decorating all the trees that are around you, all the giant trees. And you see a path that's opening up towards you, like all the trees are shifting out of the way, and you can clearly see what looks to be Valerian, or more accurately, an outline of Valerian in the background, and you can see that he seems to be shaking a lot. What do you do?
I'm gonna run towards him.
Okay. As you book it towards him, you see you're not getting more of a closer look at Valerian, and you see that his form is different. You see that the once vibrant orange scales that covered his body now seems to have a darker shade into it, and you see streaks of black scales that are going up his arms and to his shoulder, and you see more streaks going up his legs, and his wings seems to be completely made of black scale, and you see that he seems to just be pounding the ground, and you see that his whole body is just tensing up and flexing, and you see his neck is just twisting left and right, and he just yells another mighty roar that echoes through the forest. And you see he immediately, as you get more and more closer to him, you see his eyes immediately just look directly at you, and then you hear him gritting his teeth. You hear him just go, "God, I was hoping this wouldn't be as much pain. But here!" And you see he thrusts out his hand and grabs you. Like his whole hand seems to just encompass your entire body. And he seems to just squeeze down into you. And you feel the scales that are on his hand seems to be digging into your skin.
I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna grab onto his hand. I'm just gonna take it.
Okay. Then I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm gonna get I'm in so much pain. This is gonna suck. Normal. 15.
Okay. You only take 5 points of damage as you
Yeah.
feel the scales seem to just dig into your skin, and you let out a roar in pain of your own as your body just keeps convulsing due to the pain. And you feel the scales are seemingly going underneath your skin, but some of them are seemingly going towards your heart and just seem to just be moving along. And you can feel Valerian's pain as he just lets out another mighty roar, and he slams the fist that's holding you down into the ground, and you begin to vibrate a little bit. I need you to make me another Constitution saving throw.
Hey.
Damn. Okay.
You're good at tooth. I'm just gonna. We will endure.
You only take 6 points of damage. As you
I
just
had 69 health. Nice.
nice. As you just gritting your teeth, and you're just pushing through the pain. You see Valerian. You can sense Valerian's grip is starting to loosen as his hand seems to uncurl, and now you're just standing in his palm, and you see him looking at you like y'all locking eyes, and you see a big grin goes on his face, and he looks at you and goes, "I think this is gonna be fun." And you see him just breathe in and then shoot out a column of black and red flames that seems to cover your entire body, and you feel the familiar warmth that just coats your body, but you immediately feel the dragon scales that are in your skin seem to immediately come out like a shield and cover your entire body. And you see the flame seems to touch the scales and seems to be absorbed directly into the scales, and you feel no damage. And as the flames enter your skin, you feel just a big warmth goes through your whole entire body, and you all at once you feel the pain go away, and you feel Valerian seems to slack and drop his hands to the ground with you standing in it, and kind of slowly like pushes you off of his hand before standing up and spreading his large wings and looking at you. And you hear him go, "Well, that hurt like a bitch."
Worth it.
I could tell. You're looking more and more majestic. And you see he snaps his finger, and you see a mirror, or basically like a reflective glass seems to come out from the ground, and you're looking at yourself, and you see that your fur has been replaced by like dark orange dragon scales that cover your entire body. Your mane is still on there, but your whole entire face seems to be covered in a dragon scale armor. And
So cool.
you're just looking at your body and observing, and you hear Valerians go, this is gonna be a fun ability.
I agree. You certainly do seem more powerful, my friend.
Trust me, flattery will get you everywhere. You see him give a big grin before darkness takes you over again. Maze.
Oh boy.
You're once again back in this void, back in this blackness. So soon. You were slightly hoping not to get back to this void, but it's not the same void that you were at before, not even 24 hours ago. And you find yourself inside the familiar cave. And you hear and feel a low growl that seems to be a lot more, it seems to be bass boosted and just shakes the walls.
Pace. Shit. Okay.
So continue down the cave.
Yeah.
Okay. You get closer to the cave. Now, kind of feeling a nostalgia moment, seeing the familiar cave. And you then come across the giant opening that's in this cave where Igris resides. And you see the familiar large red dragon that seems to be digging his hands into the nearby wall and like clutching his fist, and you see his wings are kind of jolting up and down, and you can see he seems to be in intense pain, and you hear his voice go, "That's Creator. I will burn him for this."
What has he done to us now?
And you see he immediately shoots his head towards you, and you see his eyes are glowing red, and you see he immediately just shoots over towards you and snatches you up in his hands, and you see he seems to throw his. You feel his throw. You feel him throw his fist into the cave wall, causing the whole entire cave to shake once again, and you feel what seems to be scales are digging into your body. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Oof.
Okay. You take 9 points of damage as you feel these scales are digging into your skin and seems to be tearing apart your whole entire body. And you let out a wince in pain as you feel the scales just digging around, and you can't help but notice as you kind of open your eyes through the pain, you notice the familiar cave walls. The last time you saw these walls, they seem to have ancient writing carved into them. And you also notice that there was what seems to be a crack in the wall that seemed to have spewed out this dark energy. But now you don't see the crack anymore. But you still see what looks like these ancient carvings that are in the wall. But you see that they seem to have spread out, and it looks like the carving seems to have changed as it spreads out. You see that it seems to shift, like something replaced the carvings that was being formed at the time. And as you're taking notice of it, you hear Igris's voice go, "God, this fucking fucking hurts. And you feel his fist is squeezing down on you. Now it's starting to like suffocate you. I need you to make me another Constitution saving throw.
And before Mace dies again.
Oh. You only take
I
6
also
points of damage.
Well, I rolled a natural 20 on the second one as well. Interesting.
So, as you're...
Is it 6?
Yeah, 6 points of damage. So as you're suffering through the pain is digging inside your skin, you feel the scales seem to be rearranging underneath your skin. And all at once, you feel Igris raise up his hand with you in it and seem to just toss you across the cave, and you slam into the nearby cave wall. And you're like imprinted in the wall. But for some reason, it doesn't feel as much pain, like as you were expecting it.
Oh.
And you kind of move your arm, like pull your arm out of the imprint that you're leaving in the wall, and you see your whole entire arm seems to be made of dragon scales. And you see, you look over at Igris, and you see him go suck in air before blowing fire at you and just coax your entire body. But you don't feel pain. You feel the warmth of the flames, but it seems to you that the scales seem to be absorbing the flame, but not doing any damage to you. And as you look at your hands and just relish in the flames, you see Igris falls down on all fours once again and kind of rests his head down on the ground. And he looks very, very tired. And you pull yourself out of the wall and drop to the ground. And you're looking at your hand, and you see both of your arms. Looks like they're made of dragon scale. Like it's a dragon scale armor.
Uh-huh.
And you see Igris looks at you. And you see him kind of straighten themselves up to stand, like towering over you, looking down at you. And you hear him go, Maze.
Egress. 1. What the fuck? 2. It is good to see you.
You hear him scoff, just go, 1. You can blame the stupid creator for this. 2. I knew you would be back.
Oh. Did you? Was that just faith in me, or are you a clairvoyant now?
With the information I guess we acquired, I may well be. You see he lifts up his hand and points over to a nearby wall, and you turn your attention towards it, and you see that it looks like it's a carved out window, and you see what looks to be a feminine figure that's carved into the wall that seems to be in the motion of like running, and you see what looks to be a outline of a dragon just hovering over this feminine figure. And you see Igris looks at you and goes, "Tonight, I will show you that, and you will understand what I mean."
Okay. Wow. We really stumbled into something, huh?
More than you know. And you see he kind of walks over towards you before lowering his head to just kind of be eye level with you a bit. And then you feel him take an inhale of breath before letting out a sigh and just goes, I guess it is good to see you too, young Maze.
As he was saying that, like Maze was doing that, like SpongeBob, like eh, waiting for him to say it.
You see, he looked at you and just rolls his eyes and goes, "Don't push your luck."
I just died. What luck?
And yet, here you are.
It helps to have good friends. I don't know if they would call it luck.
The luck of playing with life and death. It's an interesting luck. One luck I'm not sure that your precious Raven Queen will like so much.
I mean, she knows I have goals. And I think she has plans for me too. I can't help that feeling. Can't shake it. Because she could have just not allowed me to come back. So, at least I think. I don't know the rules. But I have a feeling she'll come collecting a debt soon.
Well, her fate is once again binded. So, a favor from you is a favor from me.
Hmm.
Either way, you need to rest now. The changes going through your body isn't fully settled yet. And at that moment, your consciousness seems to black out, and you're back in the
Oh.
void.
He said, "Go back to sleep, bitch."
Mm.
Alright. Oh boy.
Larry,
Ah, fuck.
you find yourself in the familiar black tar as you're floating on there. It's been a wild ride with Abi as you kind of suffered through his silent treatment, suffered through his seemingly multiple different souls or personalities that he has, and suffered through whatever that humanoid figure that you saw when you were in this realm. But as you're just floating there in this black tar, you feel the same restraint, the same restriction to your body movement as you're seemingly just floating around in this sea of black tar. And you see what looks to be an outline of a serpent just swimming around you.
Dude, is something wrong? I don't understand what's happening.
You call out to him, and you see his whole entire body seems to straighten and seems to just swim over towards you. And as he's getting closer and closer, you're seeing that he seems to be a lot bigger than what you remembered, as his shadow seems to grow more and more and more until you feel like you're the size of his lower jaw. As you see his familiar serpent-like body that seems to be made of what looks to be centipede carapace, and all of his many, like his hundreds of thousands of legs, and you see his several insect-like wings on his back, and his two horns sticking out, and you see that for the first time you're getting a good look at his face, and you see that it's more pronounced, like it's more pointed out, and you see two sets of mouths on his face. And as he's getting closer and closer, you see the lower one opens up slowly and seems as if keep on getting closer to you. What do you do?
I mean, I trust him. I'll just let him get closer.
Okay. As he gets closer and closer to your body, you see his mouth just encompasses you before shutting behind you. And as you're looking around, you suddenly feel something crawling. Like you can hear it. Like something seems to be crawling on these walls that are around you now. And then you feel something crawling up your leg. Just some small, tiny fingers that seem to. And just keeps crawling over your leg. And then you feel more movement. Like something seems to jump on your hand. And you feel it feels like insect-like legs are crawling on your arm and seems to just be going around your arm. And then you suddenly feel all at once many different sets of legs are crawling all over your body. What do you do?
Like, do I see, like, can I see anything that, like,
No.
or just feel it?
It is pitch black right now. You just feel
Oh.
these legs just crawling all over you.
I'm just gonna try to start, like, brushing them off.
Okay. Then I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Boy. Okay. You know, hypothetically, I'm good at these. Hypothetically.
Mm-hmm. As you're about to brush them off and try to get rid of whatever it is that's crawling all over you, as soon as you reach over to your shoulder, you feel what seems like it's very smooth texture that you're feeling, and you see it twitches underneath your touch. And you feel like your whole entire body freezes up, like it locks into place, and you feel your mind is starting to drift. Abel, Ren, and Fenwin, as y'all are currently just looking over the bodies and trying to make sure that the three who are passed out are okay for the most part, you're seeing Maze and Akora seem to have settled down a lot more. Like, there's no longer dragon scales seemingly growing in and out of them. But you see Laurie's body. You see it suddenly jolts a little bit. And it catches y'all's eye. And at first y'all think, y'all originally think that y'all are seeing something. But you see it jolt again in front of you. What do y'all do?
I take a few steps back and say, and this is why we do not stand next to Laurie.
Yeah, Lari's a hazard when she's asleep.
Ren and Finwin?
Sorry, my sister walked in the room right when I called my name.
Ah, no worries.
Can you just recap what happened? Sorry.
You just saw Laurie's body, unconscious as she looked, seems to jolt a little bit, and jolt a second time. And Abel has stepped away, saying this is why we don't be near Laurie when this happens.
Seeing Abel slip away, Ren gets up from her sitting position and like also like makes some more distance between them. Like just like but also like keeping an eye on Laurie.
Okay.
See what happens.
Finwin, you said you do the same?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. You probably step away. As y'all back
I'm
up.
debating between stepping forward and stepping back. Maybe I would just stay in place.
It's your call. What do you want to do?
I'll stay in place. I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Then, just for no particular reason, how close are you originally to Laurie? Like, distance-wise from her?
I don't remember at all. If I had to guess, I probably would have been closest to Cora, I think.
Okay.
I don't know if that helps at all.
Yeah, that does. Okay. Totally
But-
good.
yeah.
So, as Abel and Rin take a step back, and Finland, you're kind of just keeping an eye on Laurie, and just trying to see if she does anything different. You are noticing that there are 2 dots that are starting to poke out of her forehead. Just 2 small, it looks to be like indentions, are like poking out of her forehead.
I am gonna take out my bow and get it ready.
Okay. Larry, as you're seemingly locked into place, your mind seems to go away from you for a moment, and you feel like a weird sense of calmness has taken over your whole entire body, even though you're feeling all these like insect-like legs are crawling all over your body, and you have just this weird sense of this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Just over and over as your body just slumps a little bit, and you feel all at once the insect legs stop before they seem to be biting into your body and seem to be tearing open your skin. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh, good. How is that better? Okay. It's fine.
Don't worry, you only take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
As you're kind of just, you feel this intense pain take over you as you feel just your skin is being torn open and you feel something is bearing into your skin. It's like all these tiny insect legs seem to be going in underneath your skin. And you can feel them now crawling underneath your skin. Like they're crawling all over your body. I need you to make me another wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Hey.
Due to all this weird, intense pain, you immediately snap out of your stupor, and you have once again control of your body, and you just feel this intense pain take over your body. You still feel some bites, and you still feel some tearing of your skin. What do you do?
I'm just gonna try to talk to Steve again.
Okay, what do you say?
Steve, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what you are doing. I don't know what the creator did. But you and me are in this together, okay? We don't need to hurt each other. We don't need to hurt my friends.
Okay. You feel all these insects suddenly stop. And you feel some movement, some drastic movement coming from outside of what you perceive as Steve. And you see his mouth begins opening, and now it doesn't seem like he's in the black tar. It seems he breached the surface and is now hovering above this black tar. And as he opens his mouth, you see some light is peeking in. And looking down, these tiny insects' legs that you were feeling all over your body and inside your body, you now see them. You're seeing a mixture of what looks to be different size of roaches, grasshoppers, centipedes, spiders, just all different kinds of insect in all various different sizes that seems to have stopped. Like some are stopped in the process of like going into your skin, and you see that you are torn up all over. Like you are. It looks like most of your skin has been ripped off. And as you also look into the open mouth, you feel Steve kind of pushes you out. And now you seem to just be floating there above the black tar, the black sea of tar. And you turn and look at Steve, and you see his form begins shrinking. And you see he seems to be condensing himself to now having an outline of a humanoid figure. And you see he begins morphing until his figure begins to match yours. And now, standing before you, you see it looks to be like a carbon copy of you, but you see your skin looks to be a sickly green, and you see your whole entire body is covered with this insect-like carapace with joints, with openings for your joints, and you see what looks to be an insect-like tail that seems to be coming, like a stinger, seems to be coming out of the back of your head, and what looks to be 3 different sets of wings on your back that's coming out, and you see that there seems to be a kind of like a mouth guard covering this humanoid figure's mouth, and you see it just staring at you as you see as he's like this humanoid figure's locking eyes with you. You see 2 more sets of eyes just open on its like below his main eyes, and just staring directly at you.
All right. Well, see? That's better, isn't it?
You see its head like turns to the side before. And you see the face guard that's covering his mouth seems to retract and seems to dig into his skin before their bottom jaw begins opening up. And you see he suddenly just lunges at you. Do you do anything in response?
I mean, I'm gonna try to get out of the way.
Okay. Then I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw. Okay. You see he lunges at you, and you try to dodge out of the way, but as you're dodging out of the way, you see he digs his hands that now looks to be like your insect-like hand in the waking world, and you see long claws that dig into your shoulder, and he begins like pulling you close to him, and it looks like his whole entire body seems to open up. Like there's like a slit down his whole entire body just opens up and seems to engulf you. And you are once again in the black empty void. The rest of y'all. Y'all see that Laurie seems to have calmed down and seems to be settled more now. And a little bit time goes by. I don't know how long y'all want to wait. That's entirely up to you. But I'm just giving you a fair warning. But at this point, it is getting close to like early evening. So y'all's call. Y'all can decide to wait to see if they wake up soon, or you can take them somewhere. You are currently still in the town, and it's y'all's call what y'all want to do. If y'all want to stay at another tavern, or if y'all want to hit the road already and just carry them with y'all, it's y'all's call.
Have fun carrying me if you do.
What do you think we should do? It's starting to get dark out.
Perhaps finding a place to rest would be wise. At the very least, I don't think we could carry them all.
Abel, is there another tavern close by?
I am not aware of one if there is, but I do recall you two needing supplies, and if that is the case, why do you not go and get those for yourselves, and I can take 10 to the herd over here?
Edwin looks at Ren, kind of giving a look of, you decide on this one.
She just doesn't want to make the choice this time.
Well, if you're sure, me and Fenwin can go out and get what we need. But if you're hungry, let us know. You can probably bring us back something to eat if you are.
I will not eat until I know everyone is okay.
That's why we
Understandable.
call you the leader.
Still knocked out.
I know. In the back of your
Well-
mind, ooh.
Don't make me mute you.
Fenwin nods and
Alright.
moves to the end of the alleyway.
Alright, well, we won't be that long. I follow Fenwin.
Okay.
Very well. And I'll cast Summon Beast to help me out.
Ooh. Okay. Duly noted. Alright. So you call forth the bestial spirit. What shape or form does the bestial spirit take?
Let's just do wolf.
Okay. Then looks to be a corporeal version of a wolf appear and seems to just look over the group and just sits down, just keeping his eyes out. While
And
oh, go ahead.
oh, sorry, I was gonna ask where Ryan was during this as well.
Ryan, Lily, yeah, they saw the whole thing.
Yeah.
They were kind of keeping back a good distance, trying to just watch all that happens, and both of them are kind of freaked out right now.
I'll just join them as
Fair.
well. Yeah. I'll go over there and make sure they're good.
You see, Lily just kind of takes a step back as you like approach her. You see that she's really freaked out right now. She's kind of just hiding her head underneath the wolf pelt and just covering her face. And Ryan just looks over and goes, well, y'all are into some very bizarre things.
Ryan, there are only a certain amount of times that you can keep saying that until you run out of things to say.
You know what? You are so right. By this point, I shouldn't be surprised by anything that y'all do. It's just as soon as I think I'm used to y'all's craziness, if you don't mind, you see, he kind of looks over at Cora before looking back at you, Abel. You trust these two, right? And points at
Of
Finwin
course.
and Ren.
I trust them as much as I have to trust them.
Very fair response. But do you mind if I go with them and go shopping, get some food? Because I need some normalcy for a bit, if you don't mind.
It is not upon me to restrain you in what you desire to do, Ryan. But do be safe.
Well, I'm just going.
I wouldn't promise that our adventures would be normal.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you have to say that? Oh boy. Okay, sure.
Fair warning.
Sure. I mean, I don't mind going with the two pretty ladies over there, but yeah. Let's go. Let's see what.
I'm married.
Let's see what. Oh,
Yeah.
I am so sorry, but my statement still stands.
Ryan, do you have something to defend yourself with?
He's gonna kind of reach over to a pouch on his hip and pulls out a small knife. Eh?
I will reach to my side and give him my hand axe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just trust a 10-year-old with a hand axe. Sure.
Broader blade makes it easier to hit your foes.
If you say so, I'll trust your judgment.
Just don't hit any strange passerbys.
You see, kind of just kind of loops it over his belt and just goes, "Yeah, this'll work. I got this." Lily, do you want to come with? And looks down at Lily, and Lily kind of just peeks out from underneath the direwolf pelt and just kind of looking at the three that are on the ground. And you see that she reaches out and grabs Ryan's hand and kind of just squeezes it. And you see Ryan looks down and goes, he looks back at you, Abel, and goes, I guess Lily will come with us, if you're cool with that.
That is fine, I suppose. Take some of this coin, get yourselves something nice, yes? And I'll just hand out, open my coin purse to him, let him take whatever he wants to take.
Okay. We'll say that you offer him the coin pouch, and he looks inside and goes, this should be enough. And he just takes 15 gold pieces. And goes, this should be enough to at least get us something nice or get us some good food.
Be safe, Ryan.
If not,
Protect her.
plenty. Sorry.
Abel.
Oh, I just said, be safe, Ryan. Protect her.
Don't worry. I will. I'll make sure the little one stays by my side, by meaning we'll stay by those two sides. Because I feel safe with them. For as much as I can be.
And then I'll turn to Finn and Ren. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Ren smiles to what Ryan said.
Yeah, I'll just turn to them and just say, if anything happens to them, know that I will be hunting you.
We'll keep a very good eye on them.
Then, with that, the Finwin, Ren, Ryan, and Lily all exit the alleyway to go get supplies. And we'll keep up with them. And just Finwin and Ren, where exactly are y'all going? Y'all say y'all going to get supplies, but what kind of supplies are y'all looking for?
I'm looking to hopefully find a place to can sell me some more paper, it's parchment paper.
Okay.
Or maybe like a called somewhere I can go send mail.
Go send mail? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Then, Fenrir, what about you? What are you looking for?
It would probably be mostly food.
Okay.
Like rations, stuff you could take on trips.
Okay.
Just, general supplies.
Okay. Then we will say, as both of y'all are heading out, Lily and Ryan are keeping close to y'all as y'all are keeping an eye out, just looking for some marketplace or stores. You do come across a more generalized store, and when y'all enter it, you see that there are lots of general supplies, some food, some camping supplies, some ball bearings, some axes, just some basic necessities. And you see Lily and Ryan are kind of sticking close to y'all as they're looking around, and you manage to find some parchment, and the shopkeeper just says that'll just be a copper for a stack of parchment, if that's what you're looking for.
Mhm.
For some rations, it would be about for 10 rations. It would just be a silver piece.
That works.
Now, this is just an idea. You don't have to do this, but as you are going to be, as you're, we'll say that as you are looking for supplies for traveling, entirely up to y'all. If y'all want to go shop for some horses or wagons or anything, because now there's only 2 horses now.
Ooh.
Yes, getting a wagon would be a wise idea.
It might be.
Y'all's call.
I believe we should find, at the very least, some more horses. I don't believe 2 horses will carry all of us.
I don't mind stopping to go look at some horses.
Okay.
We will do that.
But before we go, I turn to the kids. Are you too hungry at all? You can probably buy some food here if you are.
You see, Ryan kind of just jolts up a little bit at your acknowledgement towards him, and he goes, "Oh, I can go for some food." And he begins looking around before looking down at Lily, going, "Lily, do you want something?" And Lily just looks up and goes, "Candy." I just nods and goes,
Go ahead. We can wait for you. Go on.
"Okay, well, come on, Lily, let's go find some candy." Begins looking around the general store and does manage to find some stuff and finds a couple snacks, and you see they go to the general shopkeeper and counts the snacks, and you see that it looks to be just a container filled with mostly candy. And you see Ryan just
Fenwin
go ahead.
Fenwin also looks around for some more filling food for them to eat, like bread or something like that.
Okay. Then for that, I'll say it'll just be another silver piece from you.
Okay.
Right.
And you see that they hand over a gold piece to the shopkeeper, who looks at it, looks at the bowl of candy, and then looks back at the kids and goes, "Of course. Here you go," and pushes the bowl of candy to the children. And go, "Y'all have a wonderful day."
To you as well.
You see now Lily walking along, carrying like a big bowl of candy, and with the direwolf pelt like tied around her neck like a cape, and just dragging on the floor as she just.
Oh, so cute.
So
Abel's gonna
adorable.
kill us.
And you see Ryan walking next to Lily, and you see Ryan just like reaches into the ball and just like, "Ooh, candy bar." And then about to take a bite of it, and you see Lily go, "No, but I got it." "No." Okay. And hands it to Lily.
Lily, share.
You see Lily kind of looks at you and just goes, "No."
Just one candy bar. It's okay.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh my god.
Good luck persuading a child to get candy.
You see,
I work as a preschool teacher. It's fine.
you see Lily
Oh,
kind of
no.
just looks at you, looks at Ryan. keeps on walking, and then kind of just turns the bowl of candy like further away from Ryan, and Ryan goes like, "Thank you, Lily."
Thank you for sharing, Lily.
Lily just goes, keeps on walking. Then with the two of y'all, with Ryan and Lily eating a bowl of candy, exiting the store, y'all head to the stables. I'm assuming to go get a horse, or
Yeah.
see what's available.
Yes.
Okay. Then as y'all head over to the stable area, y'all do catch the whiff of what smells like horses, and you see that there is looks to be a small stocky dwarf, male dwarf that seems to be outside of the stables and seems to be looking at everybody around, and you hear him go, "Horses! Horses for sale! Y'all need some good-looking horses that can take y'all everywhere! Horses! Horses for sale!" And looks over at y'all two as y'all approach it and goes, "Ah, the lovely ladies! I can interest y'all in the finest horses that I got! Yes, how can I help y'all?"
Sam, your expressions are amazing.
Oh, well, we just came here to see what is to offer. Any horses or maybe a wagon?
Horses, wagon, yes. Please, this way. And begins motioning towards, and you see Lily still walking. Now a little bit more pep in her step as she's still consuming candy. Just
Yeah, Abel's definitely gonna kill us.
and as y'all enter the horses, y'all see that there seems to be 6 horses that are in the stables right now. All beautiful looking horses, and you see 2 of them seems to be a lot larger compared to the other horses. They look to be the same size as the horses that Okora and Laurie were riding. And you see he points at all the horses and go, "I have these beautiful, well-trained horses here for sale. And if you're looking for a wagon, I can get y'all set up just fine. So, what kind of horses were y'all looking for? Were y'all looking for war horses? Or y'all looking for draft horses? Just a standard one? Or you're looking for ponies for the little ones? What kind of horses?"
There's something that would handle travel long distances.
Of course. Of course, we have good selection. Let's see. If you're looking for just horses, I can interest y'all in the 2 mastiffs over there. And he points over to 2 beautiful looking horses with a brown coat, and you see some white splotches of color on them, and you see that they both just kind of just chilling in their stables, kind of just looking around, and seem to be bored. And you see some saddles are already attached to them, and he points over at them and goes, "If y'all just looking for the horses, I can sell both of them combined total with the saddles included. I can give that about, I would say for both, since they're good horses, and since I raised them when they were just foals, let's just say 60 gold."
Are those the only options, or are those just the first?
Oh, those are just the first. If you're looking for some riding horses that can kind of pick up speed and head out, I can offer those 2 other horses over there. And you see that they're slightly bigger than the ones that he showed you, and you see that they're a lot bigger and very well muscular There's currently a black one and a white one, as they're kind of just looks to be just reaching over towards each other, like they're trying to either. It looks like they're trying to either eat each other, like kind of just nibble on each other, or they're trying to just get in contact with each other. Now, if you're looking for those types of horses, I can sell both. These are very, very good horses, I do have to say. If you're interested in both of those, I can sell them for 150 gold pieces.
These ones are faster, yes?
Of course, of course. I only sell the best.
Brandon walks over to the white horse.
Okay.
And would walk over to the black one.
Okay. Both walk over to the horses, and immediately both of them snap their attention towards the ones who stepped in front of them, and they look down, and the white one seems to lean over towards you, Ren, and kind of just sniffs you a little bit before lowering its head.
I reach out and pet him for her.
Okay. As you pet the horse, you see they kind of just push into the pets. Finwin, as you stand in front of the black one does the same thing. Leans in towards you, kind of gives you a sniff, and just kind of lowers its head a little bit towards you.
And would also reach out and pet its snout.
Okay. As you reach out and begin petting him, you see suddenly that the black horse just bites down on your hand.
Oh.
It's not
shock.
It's not hard at all. It seems to just lightly numbed your hand.
Are you okay, Fenwin?
It's not hard. Are you hungry?
You see the horse lets out a neigh of enjoyment. Looks like he found this joke particularly funny, and the white horse seemed to just shake its head a little bit.
Well, you certainly are strange on our too.
I don't know about her, but I'll take this one. I say as I pat the white one's face.
Ah, good,
Yes.
good choice, good choice. Are you taking the black one as well, miss?
I believe I will.
All right, all right. And you see, he kind of walks up to the white one and kind of strokes her mane and goes, "Well, Amber, it's been a pleasure. And trust me, if these two are just abusing you, by all means, come home. You know the way." Kind of nods at the horse, and the horse just kind of, with his whole entire head, just nods his head and go like, good girl, and walks over to the black one. And you see, he kind of just stares at the black one with his arms crossed, and just, now you behave. We don't need another incident like the last one. And you see, he kind of shoots over. I mean, you found a home. Good job. And you just see the black horse just kind of nods his head and goes, yes, Ben. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
It was 150 for each or both?
For both.
Both. Okay.
All right. Do you want to split the cost, or?
Yes, we can. I start to look through my little pouch, get money out.
Okay.
Yes.
That would be 75 gold pieces for each.
Yes. And then after a moment, hands it over.
Okay. By this point, as you see the stable hand just nodding his hand and going, good purchases. Here, I'll get them all ready. And then you hear something seems to get knocked over And you see he kind of looks over, and you see Lily is currently going to the far end of the stable and seem to be shaking what looks to be a cage. Like a steel giant cage, and seems to just be like shaking on the bars and like hopping up and down. And you hear her go, Birdie, Birdie, and just keeps on shaking the cage.
Oh, Lily, careful, careful. I say, and I kind of like fast walk over to her.
She's incredibly hopped up on sugar.
As you
She should.
Uh,
We should
run
hide the
o-
rest of the candy before we go back.
as you run over to her to try to get her away, you see Lily kind of just still hopping up and down, looks over to you, lets out a giggle, and just and just runs off in an opposite direction. And then you hear what sounds like a light shriek from inside the cage.
Oh boy.
And
That's definitely a bird, alright.
I like kind of like bend down and like look to see what's in the cage.
as you bend down and look into the cage, you see what looks to be a very small creature. And you see its feathered wings extend out, seems to be walking on all fours. And you see what looks to be a very young baby griffin.
Oh boy.
And you
Oh,
hear
it's so cute.
you hear the dwarf goes, I'm sorry, that one's not for sale. I'm still raising the little girl.
Aw.
I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Yeah.
Oh, you were quite young, aren't you?
Make, are you just looking at it, or what are you doing?
Yeah, just looking at it.
Uh,
Is Lily still on the
looking at
farm? Can I still see her?
Lily ran off.
Oh, I chase after Lily.
Finwin, what about you?
And when smiles and turns to the door. Wherever did you find a baby griffin?
The dwarf guy just scratches the back of his head and goes, well, during my travels, when I was coming to the city, I stumbled upon a griffin's nest, and sadly I saw the mother was sadly dead, killed horribly by what looks to be some goblins that tried to ransack the nest, and I just saw it was the baby griffin curled up next to the mom, and I don't think the baby griffin exactly knew that their mother was dead, so it's very, very sad.
Yes. Indeed. And whereabouts did you say that you ran across this?
Oh, north of Rusty Point, maybe like 2 days travel.
Right. Good to keep in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But yeah,
I wish you the best in raising it.
trust
Will
me.
not be an easy task.
Boy, do I know it. My father used to be at the imperial capital in the empire, and used to make a big name for himself for raising griffins for the royal family. May he rest in peace, of course. But yeah, I helped him with raising a bunch of the younger ones, so I know the challenges, but I'll make sure that the little feather will get home safely.
Alright, we better go after them.
Of course, take care, and thank you for shopping at my establishment. I hope if y'all ever need for some horses, do y'all still need wagons, or are y'all cool with the horses?
I believe the horses will do for now. We'll ask about the wagon when we have the rest of our party.
Okay, no worries. Then, if y'all ever need some more horses, more riding animals, or wagons or chariots, please, by all means, come on by. I would graciously love the business.
Of course.
Okay. Then with that, you'll turn around and exit in the stables, grabbing the harness of the two riding horses that are kind of just walking next to y'all, and you see the black one every now and then seem to get closer to the white one, and when when they don't think that the white one noticed, leans over, takes a nom out of the white one's neck, and the white one just shakes her head, lets out a whine before giving them space.
Oh, stop it, you. You can save that joke for the party.
And you see the black horse just nods on their head and keeps on riding. As you see, Lily seems to just be running around in circles around the horses.
Oh no.
At least
Perhaps
we'll
we
get her
should-
energy up.
We should probably hide the rest of the candy, right?
A wise choice.
I need one. Well, no, actually, we'll need both of y'all. I need both of y'all to roll me an animal handling check.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Oof. I immediately lose the horse.
Finwin, can you just roll me? Just roll me a d20.
Oh boy. Why with the fives? Hello?
As you're carrying on, and Lily keeps on running around on the horses, you have a brief heart attack because the black horse seemingly got scared of Lily coming behind him and immediately tries to kick Lily. But with the 5, he thankfully misses.
Oh. Hey.
As Lily kind of just dodge out of the way of the kicks, you see Lily kind of just stops for a moment and looks at the horse and just lets out. Claps her hand and it's about to take off again.
I attempt to grab Lily.
You gonna try to grab her?
Yes.
Okay, make me a dexterity. A dexterity check.
Alright, here we go.
Okay.
I'll take it over a 5.
You reach out and you pluck Lily up. It wasn't a very high DC. You pluck her up in the air, and she kind of just like, hey, just looks at you and goes, I want to play with the horses.
You are being crazy.
We can play with the horses after. We have to get back to Abel now. Do you want to ride on the horses as we make our way back? Ask Lily.
Yes.
Which one do you want to ride on?
Right.
The black or the white?
You see, she kind of just looks between them. The black one kind of just looks over at Lily, and Lily just, and black one just, and reaches down and just lightly engulfs Lily's head.
Oh my gosh. You are going to absolutely give Abel a heart attack.
And you just hear Lily going,
Let her go.
It tickles. I want to ride that one.
Okay. You better behave, mister.
See the horse just kind of just seems to look away.
Well, Lily, you have to sit very, very still, alright?
Okay, still. Just you prop her up on the horse, and she kind of holds the direwolf pelt, just tied her to her body. And Ryan, who's been watching this whole entire thing, just shakes his head and goes, "Ah, man, reminds me of my little sister."
Do you want to ride one too, Ryan? We'll just walk them back to the group.
Oh, I'm perfectly fine. And with that being said, we go back to Abel. As y'all are as you're currently just looking over, takes about 15 more minutes pass as one by one, Akora, Laurie, and Maze all open their eyes and slowly come to consciousness as they all slowly sit up. All three of y'all are sore as hell.
That was a hell of a nap.
Ow.
Why does this always happen at the worst times?
Because if it happened at the best times, it'd be too convenient.
Of course. Nothing can be convenient when you're us.
I'm gonna look around. It's like, we're down a couple people. Abel, what happened?
They ran away.
Why'd they run away?
They had nothing better to do, Akora.
And you just let
I'm
them
just gonna squint
take
at
the
him.
children.
Just squint at him, but like slam my hands down in between my legs and just like sit like a kid that has it, does anime character that doesn't believe something. It's like, are you sure about that? They took
Abel makes a joke for the first time in his life.
Abel, do you want
Say,
to?
wait.
Do you want to try to deceive him?
No,
Well, first of all-
I'm just like. What? Go ahead, Akora.
Looking around, I was like, Lily's gone. I see what's going on here.
How do you know that Lily is not the wolf right there?
Y'all look
There's a
over.
wolf. I'm just
Y'all-
gonna look at it.
Yeah, you look over and y'all see a spectral wolf who seems to have just taken, like, a sitting position, keeping their head like on a swivel, just looking around.
That's not a dire wolf.
I'm gonna turn my head
Just
to Maze
squint at
now.
it. Look closer. Can I tell what it
and
is?
say,
No, just for
welcome
fun. I
back
want to
to
see if I actually know if that is a dire wolf.
Sure. Make me a nature check.
Oh shit!
Hey.
That's not a
That's
dire
not
wolf.
a dire wolf.
That's
That's
not,
a normal wolf.
It's not big. It's not. It doesn't have the ferocious teeth. Nah, that's not a dire wolf. It seems to be translucent, so it's a weird wolf, if anything.
Akara's ears are gonna perk up a little. It's like a good look at Abel. He's like, "Did you just make a joke?"
I do not know what you are talking about, Akora.
Did holy shit! It's one for the books. Oh my
I'll turn
head.
to Maze now and say, are you not glad to be alive now?
Well, I've been alive for a little bit now, you know. But yeah, I am. Even though I thought I was about to die again.
You, Laurie. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm not entirely sure what just happened.
Well, I just got eaten by bugs,
Okay,
and
so
they
it's
tore off all my
better.
skin.
Okay.
I'll take out my mirror and hold it out in front of all of them so that they can look at themselves.
Y'all look at yourselves in the reflection in the mirror. Y'all seem fine.
Yes, I assumed since you were not screaming in terror that I had skin. But,
So you got your skin eaten.
Fire.
yes,
Okay.
it
What the
didn't talk
fuck?
to me at all. I don't know.
You don't think that maybe one of the weirder personalities are in control now, do you?
Honestly, at this point, who knows? Anything could happen. Honestly, I don't think it would surprise me.
Yeah, I think.
If it does surprise you, I think that's when we need to be concerned.
It's just already so much has happened.
We need a vacation.
We do.
What is a vacation?
Oh, dear Lord. Okay. I'll tell you about that some other time. My head hurts. It's fun. That's all you need to know.
Careful, he doesn't know what fun is.
At
Okay.
this point, y'all suddenly hear some running footsteps darting towards you, and able you instinctively turn towards the direction, getting your bow ready, and you see something lunge at you, a small furry thing, and hit you in your chest. Lily has arrived and seems to be very, very excited for some reason. And going, Abel, 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 I rode a horse. It was black and it ate my head. And it just seems to be bouncing up and down.
That's the most I've heard her speak in
I
a
will
while.
kind of like pick her up and like hold her out and look at her, like examining her, like, very squinty eyes, very like a serious dad look right now. Like, and then like I go from her to Ren and Finwin.
As they both
A
show
horse,
up with two horses.
yeah, a horse ate your head.
Yeah, it felt weird.
I
It tickled.
told you.
She's
This was a
exaggerating. She had so much fun with us.
What did you do to her?
What did you?
What do you mean?
See,
Look at her,
I'm
she's so
bouncing.
happy.
See Lily
She's
She
so
so
ate
like
fun.
an entire bowl of candy.
What?
She wanted it. I
Candy.
didn't even buy
I
it
didn't
for
want to
her.
sing to her, so we let her have some candy.
Abel, she's your child. Have fun.
Look at her, she's so
Ah,
happy.
the job of any
Look
good
at-
teacher.
Going to grandma's house.
Well, at
and
least she's
looking-
not freaked out anymore.
Yeah.
You see Lily suddenly stops. Oh. Blah! And Lily pukes. All over Abel.
Ren covers her mouth, trying to stop her laughing.
Ryan in the
And
back.
when Foley breaks down in laughter.
Ryan in the back holding on the bowl of candy, just.
Natural consequences.
Maze's like, oh,
And then you
Oh
see
my God.
Lily there still in your arms, able to just go like, I don't feel good.
That is
Yes,
okay.
that's what
little
happened
one.
when we eat an entire bowl of candy.
I'll put her down and just kind of like,
It's a way to teach them. It's a way to teach
you
them.
know, I'll just kind of put her down, like give her some water, and try and clean up her mouth while glaring at Finwin and Rin.
Akora's laughing.
Mace is. Yeah, Mace is.
Fenwin is just fully, absolutely grinning at this point. Alright. I've had my fun.
You made Dad angry.
Perhaps. I'm not surprised. That's what teachers are good at anyway. Perhaps we should go find somewhere to clean off and rest for the
Yeah.
evening.
Did you guys get wagons by chance?
Ah, I was going to wait and see if we still wanted it.
We spoke
Yep.
to the person who owns the barn. We got these two. She's, I say, and like motion towards the two horses behind us.
Well, it'd be easier for us to get a wagon, even though it might be a little less convenient. So we keep we keep collecting it like a whole army of people.
Fair enough. I believe that should wait until morning, though.
Yes.
We want to make sure you all are up, but I'm happy to see you all awake.
So,
Sorry about that, by the way.
I nod.
don't worry about it. Outside of your control.
Honestly, I think, it went pretty well this time. I didn't almost kill anyone.
That's why
Yeah.
we.
Good to know that
Yeah.
that's what happens.
Yeah.
Well, not always. It's only happened once.
But
That's kind of why we usually know none of us
Technically
stay near
twice.
her when she's asleep.
No,
She scares us. What?
okay, the first time, I didn't almost kill anybody. I did kill people.
You ate some of
okay,
them.
I guess that is a fair point if you want to pick
But
the
that was on-
details.
That was on purpose.
Yes, that was on purpose. We told you to do it.
No, not that time. There was a time before that, before we met you, Laura. It's a long story.
Laurie's killed a lot of people.
I have.
Friend gives
But to be fair, they
someone the
kidnapped
side-eye.
me.
Bad
Just
people, mind you. Not a single innocent. Looks at Laurie. Not a single innocent that we have witnessed.
Not that you've witnessed.
Innocent, but guilty as far as we know.
Not as guilty as far as we love that.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
She's a
I've never
cleric.
started a fight. But
You
if
couldn't
somebody
finish.
starts a fight with me, then what happens to them is not my problem.
That is fair. I'm just saying. You know.
Well, none of you have died. Nobody who's been important to me.
I died.
That wasn't my fault.
That was my fault.
I also
Well-
died.
See,
guess.
ladies, we're one big dysfunctional family.
Ah.
We'll try not
As
to let
most
you
are.
get killed. I'm sorry.
As y'all are walking and talking, where are y'all going now?
Trying to find an inn
Trying to
Go
find it
find a
in
place
or...
to lay the fuck down and get sleep.
Okay.
and to
Wait.
get Abel cleaned off.
Yes.
I'm still
and-
snickering when I
and
look at
Lily.
him.
Okay.
I am fine. I
Education,
have
not a
been
thing that
dirtier.
anybody has.
I have been dirtier before.
There's no doubt
More
in my mind
concerned about the fact that you have a child's stomach acid all over you, but
Mhm. Sorry about that, by the way.
Carry stomach and acids in their stomachs? That's weird.
Are
We,
you not familiar with how bodies work?
Not humans.
You know you have that too, right?
everyone has that.
Expl-
Or most do. I don't
Yes,
know
I
about
am
dragons.
smart enough to know that I'm just being stupid. okay?
Walking down
Well,
the
Walking
road,
and talking and
Trying-
having fun.
Yeah,
We're
walking
looking
down
for an
the
inn.
road. looking
Yes.
for an inn.
Looking for an inn, being stupid along the way.
Sorry.
Doesn't take y'all. No, I enjoy this. I could just listen to y'all roleplay all night. But I just want to make sure we get off at a reasonable stopping
Yes,
point.
yes.
It's another hour. We're fine.
Sorry.
Don't apologize. This is fun.
So as y'all proceed down the road with Abel's perception check. Y'all do manage to find a nearby inn. It's a 2-story building. It looks to be have been made out of a somewhat small like ship, like a wooden ship in the shape of the building. And it looks to be just renovated into what looks to be an inn. And on the front, you see a sign that says the Rickety Boat. And
Yeah, I think this will do.
as y'all
You think so?
enter the establishment, you see that there are several people there sitting at tables drinking, and y'all look to your left and you see what seems to be a human man with a long light brown beard and a long brown hair tied into a ponytail, white skin, and like a white shirt with an apron on, and looks over at y'all, and you hear him go, "Ah, welcome."
Now I have to make the joke. White like Caucasian or white like ghost white?
Caucasian.
Okay.
And he looks over at you and goes, "Ah, welcome. Are y'all looking for a room?"
Yes.
We are.
Yes.
Oh, well,
And stables?
Or somewhere to tie our horses for the night.
of course. There are some hitching posts around the left side of the building.
Perfect.
Well, if y'all are looking for rooms, how many rooms are y'all looking for? Are you looking to share some rooms? Are you looking for anything in particular? I'll tell you this right now. The biggest room I got has 2 double beds. So that's about it. So I don't know if y'all want some separate rooms or whatnot, but what are y'all looking for?
I would not
I
mind
like
sharing
big
rooms.
I don't mind sharing a room either.
I
A couple of shared rooms. 2?
Okay. Well, depending on how y'all want to do this, with both beds, y'all can share the 2 separate beds, fitting about 4 people per room, unless one of y'all wants to sleep on the floor. That's entirely up to however way y'all want to do it. But if y'all, for that room, it would just be a simple silver piece.
I'll give him a gold.
Oh. Well, all right. Do y'all need another room? Since it can only fit 4 people, like, will be sleeping on the bed, or do y'all want some single rooms for the other 2 people, or for the kids, or what?
I can take the floor. It's all good.
Okay. No worries. Then just for 1 room?
What do you guys say?
2 probably, just because we also have the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Okay, so 2 of the big rooms?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, how many nights are y'all staying?
Just the one.
Just for tonight.
Okay. No way.
And that's all yours, sir. You're good.
Oh, thank you. Well, in that case, first round's on me. If y'all are looking for some drinks.
I lift my hands up and go,
Ooh.
yes!
Definitely.
Beer!
Good smiles and
I have a feeling that was a ploy.
Who offered the drinks?
Bartender.
Bartender.
Or
He's the one that
innkeeper.
he's the one that goes like, all right, first round's on the house. Since you paid in a gold coin,
Hmm.
and we'll go
Okay.
to the inn. By all means, find a place for to sit down. Take a table that's available, and I will get you y'all's
Right.
drinks.
Was there a house around here?
Yeah, there's a couple of people already, and they're drinking and they're already talking to each other.
No, is there a bathhouse around here? Like I'm talking, meant to be
Oh.
talking to the
Oh, okay.
task.
And he kind of nods and going, yeah, there's a bathhouse down the road. If you exit the inn, take a left, and go about 3 buildings down. There's a public bathhouse there.
I'm gonna look at poor Abel and Lily. Probably
Before
go there.
Ren sits down, she goes out and ties the horses to the post. First thing.
Um, Penguin also looks for Abel and Lily to offer her help in cleaning up since it was partially her fault. Abel got puked all over.
I have bathed myself before. I will be fine, thank you.
Fair enough. I was mostly offering for Lily though, but
Okay.
He's so grumpy.
Then Abel
I'm not
exits.
surprised.
Abel exits the inn to go to the bathhouse. We'll stick with the majority of y'all as y'all sit down, and not too long, you see the innkeeper comes by, sets down some alcohol for y'all, and he looks at y'all and goes, I hope y'all enjoy. This one's on the house.
Woo!
Thank you, sir.
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course. Let me know if y'all need anything else. And you see him smile before turning around and going to. You see he's going to each table, checking with them, and then goes to the corner table all the way at the end. And do take notice of what looks to be 2 dragonborns are seemingly talking with each other quietly. And when the innkeeper comes up, you see that they look at him and then just kind of wave him off. And you see the innkeeper just nods before walking away. And the 2 dragonborns keep on kind of like in a hush whisper, just talking to each other.
Penguin takes a hesitant sniff of her drink before pushing it over to Ren.
Cora starts chugging his.
Yeah, I'm just drinking it. I don't care.
Cheers with Laurie.
Maze, what about you?
Remember the last time we got bought drinks?
Let's go.
Oh,
Just
Bugs
looking.
ate my skin. I think I need a drink.
Yeah, she's just looking it over. Like he's just like making sure it doesn't seem fucked up, and then the second it doesn't seem like it's fucked up, she'll take a big swig.
Okay. Then take a big swig of the alcohol. It's a smooth liquor that goes down your throat, lightly burns, but tastes very very good for alcohol. And y'all all down besides Fenwin, who pushes it to Ren.
Which Ren happily accepts.
Then, with that, I don't know if y'all want to do anything tonight or discuss anything tonight, but if y'all have nothing else, we can go ahead and move forward to the night, if that's what y'all want to do.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Ready to
Oh,
move
God.
forward?
Good.
Oh my.
Am I not the only one that's
Bless
sick?
you.
God, alcohol does things to you, man.
Thank goodness!
The Lord can
Sorry.
only bless you so many times.
I'm gay. Nothing helps that. What? Oh my god.
Moles.
Sorry.
You're good.
Sorry. My
You're
fuck. Yep. That sneeze killed my filter. Hey, thank God Ollie was not listening.
What?
My boyfriend.
Yeah.
He usually says stupid shit.
So,
Anyway.
everyone good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I keep every single session. There'll be a time where you ask a question, and I'll nod like you can see me,
Same. No, I did the same.
and then I'm
thing.
like, wait.
Yeah.
We need a
I
session
mean,
where we all get a camera.
Yeah, I need to buy one.
I just think it'd be funny.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would help me gauge the reaction of people. But anyways, um,
Yeah.
I'll ask Laurie this because I know her. Laurie, are you going straight to bed after this drink, or are you gonna just keep on drinking throughout the night? Just curious, and this goes out to everybody else.
I mean, I'm not gonna go right to bed.
I'm gonna have a couple drinks too.
Yeah.
And have a few drinks as well. And they just make small talk with the group.
Yeah. Fenwin would stay up by keeping an eye on everything and enjoying the company of the others.
Okay. It doesn't take too long till Abel comes back. Now, cleaned off and with Lillian until like holding his hands, still looking a little like sickly, but
Yeah, I think he's probably also taken off his armor so it can dry. So he's like put on actual clothes now. So more, I guess, I don't know, casual rather than outlandish. Outlander.
okay.
Casual dragon lord.
Then y'all, for the first time, see a casual Abel walk into the tavern holding Lily's hand.
Oh my gosh. Hey, first he cracks a joke, now he's not with his armor on? What is going on? Is he turning into a dad?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Maze, are you drinking as well?
Not heavily,
No.
but takes a couple more than what you would normally have, but not enough to like get fucked up.
Got you. Akora, Laurie, and Ren. What about y'all? How much are y'all drinking? Just so I know.
3 mugs and I'm going to bed.
Noted.
Ren's just finished the two.
Say that again.
Ren's just gonna finish the two that she has. That's it.
Okay. Laurie.
I mean, I'm drinking a little bit. I'm
How
drinking
much
enough
is a
to
little
get
bit?
enough to get a little fucked up. I got eaten by bugs. I need to not think about that right now.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Woo. All right.
You got what you wish for.
Yep.
As y'all sit and fully unwind and getting lost in some alcohol for those who want to enjoy the taste. Laurie, who's trying to get fucked up, to kind of somewhat process what just happened to her. Doesn't get too far. Doesn't get too far until all y'all decide to go to your rooms and retire for the night. And as y'all all get ready for bed and sleeps soundly, I will ask, how are the rooms being divided up? Since y'all asked for 2.
Edwin and Red would probably stick together,
Yeah,
but
Fenwin
other
would
than that,
stick
I
with
don't know.
you,
Whoever feels like rooming with me is fine. I don't care. I'll sleep on the floor if I have to.
We can split
Yeah,
it.
Laurie also does not care.
Akora will go with me and the children.
Yeah, and then we can have.
Okay.
Girls' room.
Girls in other rooms?
Maze doesn't give a shit.
Going with the girls then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
So just so I'm aware, it's Abel, Akora, Lily, and Ryan in one room, Ren, Fenwin, Maze, and Laurie in the other room.
Yes.
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 Got it.
Cuddle pile!
Lily jumps over to y'all. Nah, Lily's sick.
B.
Alright. Then, as y'all retire for the night and get ready for some sleep, don't worry, this is not the end of the session. But I am gonna finally let Akora, Lari, and Maze know exactly what the reward is after y'all are actually falling asleep.
Yay!
I have already put it in y'all's character sheet on Foundry. Y'all have gained a new ability called, just to make sure I have it pronounced right, Draconic Scales. Basically, let me get the full description. Once per day, your skin turns to your respective dragon's color scale. You gain a +1 to your AC, and you gain immunity to your dragon's damage type for 10 minutes. So, Echo, or Maze and Akora, y'all get fire immunity for 10 minutes, +1 to your AC. And Lari, you get necrotic immunity for 10 minutes, +1 to your AC.
It's actually super helpful for her.
Yeah. I feel like we fight a lot of dead things.
So, yeah, just so you're aware of all those.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's generally how it usually is with Abel. So, as everybody is falling asleep and drifting off, Maze,
Mm-hmm.
as you're drifting off to sleep and you're letting sleep take you, you find yourself inside the familiar cave of Icarus. And you see Icarus is currently seem to be lying down, kind of just curled up with his head up and looking directly at you as you suddenly seem to have appeared and look over at Icarus, who kind of just looks you up and down and just bows his head, and you hear him go, "It took you some time."
Some time for what?
For my dog to be barking.
I thought you were a dragon.
Give me 1 second.
My goodness, what's got him so angry?
So feisty.
People at the door.
When Sam asked me
He's
the
a
question,
puppy.
like, what do I do? My sister let my dogs in my room, and she put them in Halloween costumes. So I was distracted.
Aw.
Yo.
My one female dog, she was in a witch outfit, and my male dog was in a cowboy outfit.
Aw,
That's
cute.
so cute.
Oh, he was a little sheriff.
Yeah,
That
we would
is
try to dress up my dog
adorable.
when I was a kid, and every time we'd put clothes on him, he would just stand there and not move at all.
I know,
It
that's
looked
funny.
really sad.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Don't worry.
My dog yelled at the Amazon driver who dropped off her food. So,
No surprise.
anywho's, where were we? Ah, right. Maze, you see Egress looks at you and goes, "There is a reason why I didn't have any, I guess you can say, doubts we would be back together."
Okay, going to elaborate? Oh, this is what you wanted to show me. Right.
The other day when you died, I mentioned how there was those. You see, you kind of motion to around the cave. I guess, forbidden text that was being carved into the walls. Do you recall that?
Do I? Oh, yeah, you said it. I saw it on the wall before, right?
You did see it on the wall, but you saw like it was when the crack first appeared, and you saw like these black tendrils seem to have like came out of the wall and were like carving seemingly text into the wall. But when you last saw it, it was small. But when you were finding Cornelia, you saw that you heard that Icarus was calling out how it was expanding, like very fast.
Hmm. Okay. It's gone. Did you erase it?
I did no such thing. But they were replaced by something else. When you were dead and you crossed over to the other plane, my senses were dull. I couldn't see anything anymore since our bond was severed. However, I felt a presence in here. It was odd. It seemed to have taken away the texts that were being carved into the wall. But it left behind visions. And you see, reaches over to the wall of the what looks to be the window portrait of the what looks to be the feminine figure running and the dragon above, and you see he reaches over and grabs hold of the wall and seems to pop it out with his claws and bring it over to you and holds it out in front of you, and here Icarus goes, "Watch this." And you see, without any kind of flair or emotion, you see the portrait seems to glow and then flash a blinding white light. And as you blink and regain your focus, you suddenly see yourself. You see like you're looking at a POV shot of. For a moment, it takes you a little bit to get oriented, but you see that you're looking through somebody's eyes, and you see them running through a forest, and you hear them panting, just like all this for a stupid gem, and she keeps on running through the forest and like jumping over fallen logs, bursting through forest, and it takes you a bit, but it's your voice, it's you. But you hear it sounds like it's something muffled, like your voice is a little bit muffled right now as you're running through, and you have no memory of this, and you just keep on running, like you're just so far just seeing through the eyes, like you don't have any control of your body as you keep on running through the forest, and then you seem to look back and you hold out your hand, and as you hold out your hand, you see the familiar black and red gauntlet the red gauntlet of Igris that covers your arm. Now it looks like the gauntlet is no longer on your forearm. It seems to have gone all the way up to your shoulder, and you see you hold out the gauntlet pointing backwards, and three fireballs shoot out of the gauntlet and seem to cause a massive explosion behind you, and you hear yourself laughing. Goes, "Empire bastards," and keeps on running. And you you look down, holding up your left hand, and you see in your left hand it looks to be a red diamond, and that seems to be glowing energy. And as you keep running forward, you suddenly skid to a stop as you see that you have reached a cliff. And you're looking down, and you're like, "Shit." And look back, and you can hear some what sounds like heavy footsteps coming over to you, like metal boots stomping over towards you. And you back up, giving yourself some distance from the edge, and goes, Igris, you stupid lizard, you better be ready. And you full charge to the cliff, and with all your might, leap off the cliff. Like, you just full on jump, and you find yourself falling farther and farther down. You're picking up speed, and you're like extending your hands out, trying to catch some of the wind to slow you down. And you're all like, come on, Igris, anytime now. And then all at once, you see a large red dragon seems to come underneath you, and you grab hold of the dragon scale with your gauntlet and get yanked towards, like riding the dragon. And you begin to properly adjust yourself as you're riding what looks to be Igris. Not in any realm, but actually in this, in the material plane, like in this realm.
Oh.
And you grab hold of what looks to be a custom-made saddle for Igris, and you hear yourself laugh and goes, "You did that on purpose." And you hear Igris chuckle and goes, "Well, can you blame me?" And
Again.
that's what you say. And you just shake. You feel yourself shaking your head, and you hear. You find yourself flying through the air and into a cloud, and your vision is obscured by the cloud. And you hear yourself goes, "Okay, step 1 down. Now we gotta move on to step 2. Is Abby and Laurie in position?" And you hear Igris go, "They should be. Abby was in a mood today, so the enemies will be in for a surprise." And as you seem to exit out of a cloud, you see what seems to open up. You see a massive clearing, and you see in the clearing is a huge battle between two separate armies that are just clashing with each other. And you recognize a gold and red colored flag with a lion portrait on one side. You recognize that being the Empire's flag. And on the other side, you see the familiar black and red flag with what looks to be a black helmet with a crown and a red gem and 2 swords going through it. You recognize that as the Black Order's crest. And as you're flying over the battle, you then see, seemingly in the middle of the Empire's army, a large serpent-like creature just seems to burst out from what looks like a pile of Empire soldiers. And you hear yourself go, "Yep, Abby is here." And all at once, the vision ends, and you find yourself back in the cave as Igris puts the portrait back into the wall and just looks back at you.
Okay. What? Well, you have your body back and that's why. Is that really the future?
I do not know. But seeing the future, even if this isn't really it, even if it's a possibility of the future, that is very dangerous knowledge. Me having my body back should be impossible in the first place. My body died many, many centuries ago. was real. I was free. I was able to soar through the sky once again. You see, he like looks down, looks very exhausted and tired.
Well, you need rest more than I do, it looks like. But it may be impossible, or should be impossible. But how many times do you think the same has been said in the history of the world, and yet it was achieved anyways? The very goddess that governs death now only came to be such through means that were deemed impossible prior. A mortal becoming a god. I think the world is all about finding out how to make the impossible possible. Magic, the advancements of what we can do is just wood and metal. I'm sure whatever future comes our way, you'll have something positive come of it. You just have to remember what you used to be was. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're still quite fearsome, right? Your anger is something to behold, but you need to understand that your place in the world, if you do get the body back, would need to be tentatively approached.
Very wise, young Maze. And regardless of the future of what it may hold, for what I can gather, we were together in the future. You still held a piece of me. And you see motion towards your hand, and you see that it's in the gauntlet form, going up to just the middle of your arm.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, you even, from the looks of it, achieved a new form that wasn't in my design, at least not from the creator. So, regardless of what comes next, I will be by your side, Maze. I will make sure to burn anybody in our way, even the creator himself. And the vision made it seem like we were actually friends.
Well, we already are. But it's good to know that it stays that way.
Here's hoping, young Maze. I will give a warning. And you see, he kind of points over to another point of the wall, and you see another portrait, but you see it's very dim. Like it's starting to come into focus, but there's a little, but it's still a bit fuzzy. And he points over to it and goes, there are still more visions getting carved into my realm. And these visions can be very dangerous, for we are peaking at the timeline, at the time stream that these gods are keeping close eyes on. I know your goal. I know what you ultimately want to do. I am not in the position to stop you. I will even assist you however way I can. Just be careful, Maze. Messing with time never works out, even with the best of intentions. That goes to what you want to do. And these possible visions. Be very careful, Maze.
Yes, I thought long and hard about what it is that I want. And losing somebody else has made me more stalwart in what I'm seeking. I feel vindicated that I'm on the right path, but I'm going to have to be careful. Because it's not just my life I'm messing with anymore. That I care about, anyways. I've got to be careful. I know the gravity of it. So don't think I do anything lightly.
I will be by your sides regardless, Maze.
And that is what friends do. See? Look at that. You can't expect me to be all serious the whole time, Nigers. What the fuck do I look like?
You see, he kind of looks more at you and slowly reaches out his hand, and you see his form begins to shrink down to now he is a humanoid shape, about a foot taller than you, and you see he has long red hair, very straight, long red hair that goes all the way down, like seems to be almost touching on the floor. And you see two horns are poking out of his head, and you see he has kind of tannish skin with patches of his dragon scales on his cheek, and a very somewhat fit body, and a what looks to be a black, like kind of a suit that's covering his body, and what looks to be also a black cloak that's that seems to be covering his shoulder, and he looks at you and kind of nods his head before extending out his hand towards you. You see his clawed hands, but still having what looks to be a like a dark tannish skin, just holding it out for you. And you hear him go, "Then, as friends, I believe you can handle more of me."
Okay. Is this making the improving our bond, or is this like you're not flirting with me, are you? Igris. I'm just kidding.
Trust me.
I'll grab his hand.
You grab his hand, and you just see he shakes his head before you see a smile on his face, and he looks at you and goes, "Only one other person in my items lifetime has gotten to this stage. And that person killed thousands of people with my power. I trust you will be smarter with it.
Smarter.
I should say more efficient. Let's go with that.
Less fucking crazy, maybe.
We'll see how it goes. And
That's a fair point.
as he grabs hold your hand, you feel an intense warmth just goes through your entire body, and you see the gauntlet, like the gauntlet hand, seems to just extend a little bit, going to your elbow, and you see now 3 red gems appear on your gauntlet, and your claws, the claw tips of the gauntlet seem to extend a lot more. And on the palm of your hand, you see 1 gem that's kind of like in the shape of an eye, just looking out and glowing red, and just looks out. You see, Egris looks at you and goes, "This form is very dangerous, so we can't maintain it for long. So use this form only when you need it."
Okay. It killed thousands of people, you said. At once or just over time?
It did not do no such thing.
Okay, you know what I meant.
Depending on the situation, it can all at once.
Okay. Good to know.
Good. And you see his form seems to shimmer a little bit. Like you see, he kind of just twitches a bit before he just locks eyes with you and goes, "Enjoy the spells, but be very careful. And enjoy my destructions."
Spells!
And you see he gives a wicked smile and then goes, "Oh, and in this form, enjoy my breath."
Ooh.
As he seems to stabilize, you look out, and you see you somehow have been pulled to a another area that seems to be overlooking a forest, and you're kind of just looking around trying to figure out where the hell you are. And when you look down, you can't help but see the forest floor, and you look at your hand, and you feel your hand being pulled towards a direction, and you see all 3 gems are on the back of your arm begin to glow, lighting up, before you see yourself just raising it and motioning it down.
Oh.
And it takes just a single second until you see 4 blazing orbs falling to the ground and just exploding the ground. This gauntlet seems to have granted you access to the level 9 spell Meteor Storm. Or Swarm, excuse me.
Oh, fuck.
And you still feel some other abilities that are in there for you to discover.
Oh,
But with that, we will go ahead and end tonight's session.
You just gave her access to Meteor Storm. What the fuck? You're going to kill everybody. Oh my god.
No fucking way, mate. There's Meteor Storm at level 7.
Holy
Y'all
shit.
ever see Oppenheimer?
You are become death, destroyer of worlds.
I'm
Remember how
become-
much damage Egress did to all of us when it was just Fireball?
Yeah.
Don't worry. In this form, Fireball also got upcasted to a certain level.
Oh, great. Well,
I was joking about the improved Fireball, but oh my god.